Hello. We're going to get into a reading tonight. I'm just going to clear the energy here first with a minute or so of drumming. So let's go ahead and get started. Feel free to take some deep breaths while I drum. Let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. We're going to start with some tarot. And I'm asking for messages that are for those viewers watching this that assist in our growth, healing, friendships, relationships, collaborations, gifts, expression of our souls, purpose. The moon, it came out and then it flipped over. Oh, that's a lot. Here, I'll turn it a little bit so you guys can see the shuffling. So we got the moon. Right now it's pretty bright outside here because it snowed a bunch. And the moon is, I'll show you what phase it's in. The moon is in the, between the I act and I trust phase. It's more than a half moon right now, but not quite that big. So you might be in a phase right now where you have put some action into your plans or desires. And now you just have to trust because there might not be much more action to do right now. And then we got the 3 of Fire. So the 3 of Wands is about embarking on a new journey, looking out into a new horizon. What I was going to say about the moon, though, is that right now everything is pretty bright. So in this interpretation, the moon is illuminating something. Actually, let's pause on that deck. Let's clarify these cards with the Relative Tarot. And all these decks have been shuffled before the reading started. So let's clarify the moon. Justice. Oh, wow. So what I'm getting is truth. So the moon is shedding its light so that we can see the truth. Or somebody might be ready to see the truth or speak the truth. Let's clarify the 3 of Fire, 3 of Wands. Knight of Wands in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse. So this deceptive energy is stalled. The 7 of Swords is about like stealing or sneaking or getting away with something. And the Knight of Wands is about like pretty fast movement towards something. So with them both in reverse, I'm getting that some sort of like deception or sneaky energy is stalled out. which the Three of Fire is about looking towards a new horizon and a new beginning. So let's clarify this whole situation with the Knight of Wands reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse. What does this mean? What does it have to do with the Three of Fire? Okay. King of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Pentacles upright, Four of Cups, and the Emperor reverse. Okay. So some kind of grief or greediness was getting in the way of this new horizon. You or someone that you know might have been feeling stuck, might have been feeling a need to hoard some resources or to do something sneaky. And, not able to really move forward because of this grief or sadness energy. With both the King of Pentacles and the Emperor in reverse, I'm getting that someone was not in their power. They were not utilizing their gifts. So let's clarify more what this, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, so something was not or is not moving forward due to this stuck energy and somebody not being in their power. But we have the Moon in Justice. So what is the current energy that we're dealing with? The High Priestess, the Sun in reverse, and Justice again. Okay. With the Four of Swords on the bottom. So, you may be going through a period of rest, which allows you to get in touch with your intuition more. I know last year, right around this time of year, is when not last year actually, this was several years ago, is when I was able to make a hard decision about my career, because with the holiday, with time off of work, I was able to rest enough, which allowed me to really get in touch with my intuition around a decision I needed to make. So I actually did the whole pros and cons list, and it helped me to see that taking one path was all about pleasing other people, and taking the other path was actually in alignment with what I wanted. So I made the choice of what I wanted, which really went against the grain. And doing this is going to allow all three of these to be upright. Because without being in touch with your intuition, it's very hard for the Wheel of Fortune to turn, for you to get more aligned with your destiny, to feel that fiery, passionate sun, successful energy. And again, the Justice card. So what does, interesting, and then we have the Owl on the bottom too, which to me also represents intuition. So what do, other than the rest, what can these viewers do to help get into this Justice energy? The Ten of Wands came up, so this is indicating the end of a really tough cycle. King of Swords, so this is also about truth, speaking the truth, hearing the truth, which we got earlier as well. And King of Cups, wow, two kings. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen the King of Cups and King of Swords out together. So be kind to yourself about the emotionality of this situation. So, look at the truth, be willing to hear the truth, but not at the expense of your well-being. Maybe you need to, I don't know, maybe it's a hard truth to hear and you need to have a good cry about it. Maybe you need to be really kind to somebody else while telling the truth about a situation. Is there anything else? The Lovers in reverse. Yeah. So you might need to embody more. See how loving and soft their touch is? You might need to embody more of that energy, even if this is not romantic, towards yourself. Yeah, and then we have the mother with these two kids. 10 of Cups is like happy family energy. So whatever the situation is, I suggest when dealing with this, seeing, hearing, telling of the truth, think about like how you would care for a young child, how you would care for a lover, and do that towards yourself, or do that towards the person that you're communicating with. What else am I not seeing about this situation? What I'm getting is like, it's not just about what happens, it's how it happens. So with both the Justice and the Moon, I mean, these are very strong energies. Like, what's going to happen is going to happen. Like, the outcome is going to happen. But I'm also reminded of a quote that is, the process is the outcome. So how you deal with this situation is in some way going to make a big difference. In what way is it going to make a difference? Ooh, Knight of Wands, now it's upright. Okay, so we had the Knight of Wands in reverse before, and now after feeling into the energy of the softness and the love, we're getting it upright. So that softness and paying attention to how you handle the situation is actually going to be what allows this flow to be reinstated. Because again, the Knight of Wands is about movement. And I didn't realize the Knight of Wands was also about intuition. But it says intuition there on this card too. So here, let's get some advice on, let's use the Sacred Cycles deck to see. I know intuition isn't always easy to hear, especially if you're dealing with stress or there are people influencing you right now. So what can these viewers do to get more in touch with their intuition and to make sure that they're hearing it? Let me put this one here too. I'm not sure this is the right deck to use, so I'll give it another minute, but yeah, that was a bunch. As I started shuffling that, this other deck was calling out. So what can these viewers do to get more in touch with their intuition right now? Okay, I don't think that's the right question to ask. What else do you want to share about this situation? Any general advice? I don't know if Spirit is done talking about this. Okay. Right when I was about to give up, they spoke. So that might be a message too. Don't give up. Be patient. Slow down. Okay, I'm just now looking at the cards. Talk less, feel more. That totally makes sense with intuition. And it also reminds me of, so remember how I was talking about the King of Swords and the King of Cups? So the King of Swords is more likely to speak. The King of Cups is more likely to feel. So talk less, feel more. Be proud of yourself. So getting into an energy of just focusing on you. You know, it's pretty hard to hear your own intuition if you're not focused on you, and reflect on your priorities. This card just flipped. Interesting. The Lover's card just like flipped back up when I... Yeah, so what are your priorities? Do you know what they are? I'm trying to see what other deck to use here. Let's clarify I think the talk less, feel more is pretty self-explanatory, but let's clarify the be proud of yourself and the reflect on your priorities. This is a traditional tarot deck, but it's got the pink. Ooh. Oh my God, y'all. We got the Star and the Three of Cups. Fuck yeah. That's really exciting. So the Star is, again, I was saying focusing on yourself. I mean, she's down here at the lake. Just trying to make sure it focuses. Like doing her thing with the water. It says purpose, renewal, rejuvenation. And then the Three of Cups is about celebrating with friends. And since the Lover's card flipped back up when we were looking at the reflect on priorities, I do think that you have some priorities around friendship, family, lovers. And so maybe, you know, some of this quiet time to get in touch with your intuition is allowing you to see what really matters, which is probably the relationships in your life and with yourself. I mean, with the Star and the be proud of yourself. So the Star, if I'm remembering right, comes after the Tower. So there's a storm and then there's the hope after the storm. So I'm feeling very much of like an opening energy here, like there wasn't the movement, there was the storm, and now there's the hope. Now there's the focusing on you and what really matters to you. All right, y'all. I don't know what else to say. Do what you can to get in touch with your intuition. Talk less, feel more. Really reflect on your priorities. And justice is here. Talk less, feel more. Justice is here. Like, it's what's fair is about to happen. But remember to focus on how everything goes down and not just on what is about to occur. All right. Love you all. Until next time.